It's like the story always starts, it all started with a rash. We couldn't stop it. High dose steroids, it killed his immune system. So he went from being able to talk and all that to now he can't move, he can't talk, he can't eat.
Everything was going good until he was about 5 years old. We noticed that he stopped talking.
He has dystrophic epidermolysis bullosa.
It's just like having a blister that's open, but all over his body, basically.
I got up to go to work one morning, put my feet on the floor out of bed, and just shot pain all the way from my hips. And they said I had neuropathy nerve damage. I can't feel anything. And then when I do feel anything, it's just pain.
2020, we found ourselves in a situation where we were isolated, huddled in our homes. It gives us all just a little bit of an insight into what it's like to be stuck.
Our child couldn't communicate. His needs, his wants, his desires were all stuck in his head. And we never really knew if we'd ever get that back again.
For recipients, a lot of them are stuck. They're stuck in their house because they have no ADA accessible van to get them anywhere. They're stuck inside their bodies due to neurological disorder they might have, stuck inside their minds because they have PTSD and might need a therapy dog. Stuck.
He has a little pickup truck, and he uses that to help him get up on things because he wants to do it by himself.
Henry was born with congenital limb difference, but that has not stopped this 4-year-old one bit.
When I think about our recipients, I think about resilience.
You know, sometimes it's just kind of hard to deal with it and wish it was different, but, you know, and at the end of the day, I always get through it because of my family and my friends.
They have more obstacles that they need to overcome on a daily basis than most of us face in a year. And they handle that with unbelievable grace.
Stage 4 cancer is usually about 5 years, and he's going on 16. Now he's really a miracle patient because he's fighting 3 different types of cancer.
And then the doctors are saying, if you get therapy, it'll extend his life, but you'll never be more than what he is right now. And I was like, well, you don't know Jack.
Jack's parents bathe Jack, lay him down on a stretcher, dry him off, pick stretcher up, and take him to the bed. And they didn't think anything of it.
There's some nights when he actually is going to have the covers touching him because he hurts so bad.
That I have to sit on and swing my legs over the bathtub to get in. So I haven't taken a shower in 6 months.
That's why there's nobody next to you for Andy.
I mean, what are your pain thresholds? What's it really like?
I mean, not to brag, but I think it's a little higher than most people's. But,
When you have a disability, and I'm sure you guys are more than aware, it's extremely, extremely expensive, whether you have insurance or not.
He has had a whole lot of battles to get a proper wheelchair for him.
What does a prosthetic cost?
About $25,000 for a pair.
About a year ago, we were introduced to this talking device. It's been a game changer.
So we borrowed it from the school, and then they said, good luck trying to get insurance to buy you one.
It's always a series of events that crush a family.
They are running us around in circles. We can't afford it because, like every other adaptive equipment, it's way too expensive.
They flat out told me there's no way that I'm ever going to get help through the VA.
Well, we just have to wait until some more legislation comes, and I just thought, you know what?
So you start thinking of what you can sell or what you can do without so that your child can get something.
We made our budget a lot smaller. You know, we can barely afford things that we used to do, but he needs it, so I stay home, and it's hard. It's really hard.
It's gotten to the point where she can't even work anymore because she's constantly caring for him. So I'm the only income. But when I've exhausted all my resources and I feel like a failure to my family, you just don't know what to do.
A lot of these families have been shouldering a burden for years, and they don't want to feel like they're putting that burden on you.
And he was just like, the reason why he doesn't like going anywhere, because he feels like that he's a hassle getting in and out of the car.
The first few weeks I was here, I realized that he wasn't even like warming his food up because he couldn't open the microwave. So.
And I said, yeah, but there's people out there that I'm sure need the help worse than we do.
Sometimes he feels bad because he feels like he's taking away from somebody else. And like I told him,
to be frank, they said, bullshit. You know? They said he did 22 and a half years in the military. He deserves help.
You served our country and you sacrificed. You sacrificed your body.
That's what being a veteran is. It was never about us in the first place, because if it was about us, we would not have served. Right?
Our mission has never been more clear: to get people out of isolation, to get them unstuck.
I think you guys don't know how great you are as a family. And
thank you.
And I think maybe for now you've done enough. That maybe a group will come in and pick up the slack. And you need someone to say, we'll take it from here. We'll take it from here.
And when we found out that Child Charities was going to come through and buy him his very own talking device, this is going to change our lives.
In my opinion, you don't need just an ADA accessible bathtub. I think you need a whole ADA accessible bathroom in general. So you can tell that contractor you had over to think bigger, because we're paying for it.
Child Charities will be able to cover those items you sent over, and those items will be covered in full by Child Charities, in addition to this incredible flash campaign coming your way.
That is so much more than I expected. Thank you.
We had other chivers who make prosthetic legs, and the chive community coalesced around Henry to get him unstuck. Whether it's ADA accessible vans, prosthetic limbs, therapy dogs, or even something as small as a wheelchair ramp to get into your house. All of these things represent freedom.
This means freedom. I can get out of the house.
What am I missing? Like, is there anything that you want in the world, Cole?
Nothing. You're playing a dangerous game. Just a bigger room.
Trust me, in my world, that's not a big ask.
I'm about a block away from Tori and Amari's house, as well as a caravan of Chive Nation's finest.
Oh, that's Chive! Look at that!
See, the issue
is... a parade for you!
We are going to be surprising them with a new handicap accessible van. That's yours.
That's yours. Thank you.
I can't thank the Chive community enough. They're not just helping the underdog, they are a force for good in the world.
We were thinking maybe if our community could raise an extra $25,000, that might be a big deal for y'all to get a head start.
I wouldn't even know what to say to that.
Thank you.
I
Hey, you guys, this van was like a lifesaver.
Yeah. Your lives are about to change beyond the van.
Nothing like this ever happens to us.
There's really a weird thing that happens, and it only according to GoFundMe ever happens with the Chive community. The charitable velocity picks up after the goal is hit. The goal is sort of blown past.
Hey, Cole. I just checked the latest update on the GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
$100,635.
Really?
Yes. This is crazy.
I honestly thought that during COVID, people would donate less. And instead, we had a record year of donations.
And now Jack is improving, and I think it's giving hope that you can do this, because the kid who they said was never going to do anything is trying to walk.
You guys made me a believer.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me in my bathroom.
It's amazing, and I'm truly, really thankful for the freedom that you guys are giving me.
and they're awesome people. And I mean, if I could, I would hug them or shake their hand and just say thank you.
I want to thank my friend. I want to thank my friend.
Thank you, Charles Charity.
I want to say thank you.
But for the next family, whoever you decide, we want to be part of it. Whatever we can give. They don't have to know our names, but they need to feel what we feel right now, and they need to have that opportunity too.
I just wanted to say thank you again for all the support. It's really overwhelming.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
It just opens up doorways, is all I can say.
We want to say KCCO, because what does KCCO stand for? Yes, it does.